What I would like everyone to realize is that financial freedom is within everyone's reach. Everyone can achieve it. And I think if the world can be shown, and until you see, you don't believe. I think the world can be shown that their definition of financial freedom is achievable, and it's not difficult. It's really easy. And the financial world might make it seem more complex than it really is, but it really is easy to achieve financial freedom. As long as you're employed, you can easily achieve financial freedom within 20 years. The irony is if you have debt, you can actually achieve financial freedom quicker. And the
That's
reason for that is your zero debt budget is a lot less than other people's budget where they have no debt. So if a person's earning 10,000 and they're spending 5,000 on debt, and the stats aren't like that in South Africa, by the way. The stats are people are spending 70% of their money on debt. So they're only living off 30%. So if we solve for a number, we're actually only solving for 30%. So all you got to do is, and I say all, it's just a structured approach we help people with. Get rid of that 70% debt, then solve for the 30%, which needs a lot less capital than solving for the 100% of the income that most people are, or the people are earning without debt.
That's a very strong statement. Anybody can achieve financial freedom. I hope these people that listen to this interview realize that, and many of them start working towards that goal. Yeah. How could you recommend them to start? Where to start?
I think that the first step I'd suggest. So we host workshops all the time, and I think we'll probably end up releasing some of the content of those workshops soon. One of the most important workshops is have a life purpose. So figure out what you want life to look like. Until you know what your life must look like, not what you would like it to look like, but what must it look like? What's not negotiable? Then without that, it's tough to actually define a future. Then once you have a life purpose, then look at your budget. Now, first rule about budgeting is know where all your money is going. So we'll stick to a budget and stick to it. If you overspend on something, know that's got to come from somewhere. That money's got to come from somewhere. If your coffee budget is whatever, $100 a month, and you spend $120, so that $20 has got to come from some other budget. So just figure out what you're sacrificing with that extra $20 towards coffee. And it might be worth it, by the way. I'm a big coffee person. And thereafter, get yourself out of debt. So get out of debt. Getting out of debt is a very structured approach. And it starts with doing your budget. Because once you've done your budget, you know what free cash there is. And often people are investing and they have debt at the same time, which doesn't make sense. They're paying off their debt to say 10% per annum. On a good year in the investment market, they're making maybe 15%, but on average, they're probably making 8%. So there's an arbitrage opportunity just to settle the debt. You know, you guarantee 10%.
Yeah, I
Once
was
you've got
going
the
to
debt, then get the emergency savings up and running.